All right, through it. Here we go. Question of the day. Up until this point in the NFL season, who do you guys have as the MVP frontrunner right now? Let me know in the comments, man, below. Let's get it. Good morning, sports world and the young world. How y'all doing this morning, man? This is 3A Radio, man. We're here on this podcast. We embrace the game of football, man, and more particularly the NFL. And today we got the Green Bay Packers going up against the Los Angeles Rams and a rematch of the divisional round of last year, man, where the Green Bay Packers beat the Rams 32 to 18. And yeah, man, this is a big time matchup because the Rams are coming off a 2-game losing streak right now, and the Packers are coming off a loss right now to the Minnesota Vikings. And both these teams are looking to end their losing bids right now and look to not lose further. And try to get out of that range for the 1 seed in the NFC this year. It's been a tight race for the 1 seed in the NFC between the Cardinals, the Packers, the Rams, the Cowboys. So teams like that are still searching for that 1 seed. And this is a pivotal game for both the Rams and the Packers if they both want to reach that 1 seed. So, yeah, in this one, man, keys to the game, man. The Rams are going to have to generate pressure on Aaron Rodgers, man, straight up. I mean, Aaron Rodgers is dealing with a toe injury right now, so I don't believe, well, it's Aaron Rodgers, so he'll still be Aaron Rodgers. But as far as him getting outside the pocket and him trying to make plays with his legs like he usually does, it's going to be kind of tough with Von Miller on the edge and, Aaron Donald and Leonard Floyd out there. So I believe the Rams can actually contain Aaron Rodgers to a great extent, knowing that he's dealing with this toe injury. He's not going to be able to run to his full capabilities, knowing that toe injury is nagging. And man, I'm still kind of mad at him for putting his foot in the camera. I wouldn't really, too much rocking with that. It gave me Riddle vibes. Honestly, it gave me Riddle vibes. Why you got your foot in the camera, Aaron Rodgers? I mean, honestly, do your thing, G. Hey, I'm not mad at you, but it's kind of weird if you ask me. I'm not putting my whole toe in the camera, G. So, it's especially coming from a Rams fan, I really want the Rams to go ahead and get this dub and just show this weirdo what it really is on that football field, because we don't do that over here in LA. We don't do that in LA. We don't put foot in the camera, man. So, just for that, man, we're going to go ahead and get this dub. And but yeah, man, back to reality. Odell Beckham Jr. is this is his second game with the Los Angeles Rams. And in this one, I expect him to have a high volume and catches this game, because last game he wasn't really too involved with the offense because he just came to the team like 2 days before Robert Woods got hurt, and he had to take the role of Robert Woods, and that's not an easy role to take it in the Los Angeles Rams organization, the Los Angeles Rams offense, because Robert Woods, he does so much for the team. He's one of the team captains, by the way. He does so much for the team in a way. He runs the football. He blocks he blocks extremely well. He blocks almost better than any tight end that's even on the Los Angeles Rams, to be honest with you. And that's kind of hard to replace, knowing that he does all of that. And Odell, yes, he can block, but I don't believe he can block up to the extent of the way Robert Woods can block. And that's a tough role to fill in this Los Angeles Rams offense, like I just said. But I believe Odell can be very competent in this offense, and he still can hold this offense afloat with his explosive playability. And he has that Robert Woods doesn't have what Odell has with the explosive playability, and that's something that Odell brings to the game that I'm very excited to see from this Los Angeles Rams offense. We really haven't had a big play guy like this in a long time. I mean, Deshaun Jackson was a big play guy, but he did his thing this year. But honestly, I still believe Odell Beckham Jr. is more of a big play guy than Deshaun Jackson is this year. And with the ability that he has right now, I believe Odell will show people that he still has that big play ability here this Sunday, here at 3:25 p.m. in the America's Game of the Week. Joe Buck and Troy Aikman, shout out to y'all. I hope y'all do your thing today on the game, because honestly, I might commentate the game myself. But, well, yeah, man. So, yeah, this is going to be a good one. I hope Odell really gets involved in this one, because I know Cooper Kupp is going to get involved, because he usually always gets involved. Cooper Kupp usually has like at least about 10 catches for like $180. So I'm kind of used to him doing his thing right now. So I need Odell to step up, or Van Jefferson to step up. I mean, Van Jefferson is the wide receiver 3 right now, and honestly, I thought he would be the wide receiver 2, knowing that Odell is kind of still new to this offense. But the way it's going to look, I feel like Odell is going to get more targets than Van Jefferson this year, most definitely. And yeah, he's going to have to take that wide receiver role, wide receiver 3 role to Odell Beckham Jr. because it's Odell, man. So you're not going to take his role. And yeah, but Van Jefferson is still going to do his thing. Tyler Higbee, Tyler Higbee, the tight end, has to fix his dropping problem though, because last week the drops was just not last week. 2 weeks ago against the 49ers, the drops was just too outrageous, and we can't have that this week, Tyler Higbee. I mean, to win this game, man, from the rest of the offense too, we can't have drop balls this week. And I hope y'all hearing this because against this Packers team, a Packers team that plays great man coverage, and it's gonna be a tough time trying to get separation on this defense, especially with defensive coordinator over there, Joe Barry, who was our former linebackers coach on the Los Angeles Rams the previous couple seasons before this one. And yeah, so he really knows our offense very well. He knows our organization well, and we'll see how that works out. And especially Matt LaFleur, he was also once in the system before, so we'll see how this one works out, man. But I believe Sean McVay is gonna draw something up. He has had 2 weeks to draw something up, so I believe he does draw something up today, and he gets this offense back on the road because the offense has been very stagnant the past 2 weeks. I mean, we haven't scored at least 20 points in 2 weeks, and that's not the Los Angeles Rams that I know. I thought this Los Angeles Rams team was one that would not be stopped at all during no point of the season. Like, I thought this team would always at least put up 25 plus in every game of this season, but you go through bumps in the road, man, and that's what the Los Angeles Rams went through in these past 2 weeks. That this 2-game losing streak skid that they went through. They lost to the Titans. I mean, they couldn't get any good blocking in the interior up front with Brian Allen and the 2 guards and Corbett and Edwards, I believe. And yes, it's kind of tough winning like that when you're trying to drop back and pass in a shotgun formation, but you don't even have time to step up in the middle of the pocket because the middle of the pocket is collapsed due to mishappenings in with the center not blocking Jeffrey Simmons or the center not blocking Eric Armstead or something like that. Brian Allen has had a tough 2 games back to back, and I look for him to bounce back this week. And if he doesn't bounce back this week, this is going to show teams that we can be beat in these later months of the season due to it getting cold and and a team having to get tough during the late stretch. So if the offensive line hasn't improved since the last 2 weeks, then that should be a cause of concern with this Los Angeles Rams team to go on in the playoffs, and they simply just have to fix that. So we'll see if this offensive line struggles have been fixed this Sunday. But hey, man, I honestly believe the Los Angeles Rams can indeed score at least 30 points today. Even though it's freezing temperatures, I just believe the Los Angeles Rams have found. I believe they come out today and show they found their identity for the later months of the season. I believe the Rams scored 30 plus today, and I believe the Rams probably. The majority of that 30 plus points that is scored today is going to be due to rushing touchdowns. I believe the Rams will run the football effectively today. They will get back to who they truly are as a team instead of just steadily just dropping back and passing with Matthew Stafford being too trigger happy with him now that we got him. I mean, come on, dog. I mean, yeah, we got him. But we got him for a more. He's here to enhance our game, not to change our game plan. He's here to enhance our game plan. And Sean McVay has had him change our game plan. He's had him change the way we run things here in LA, and that's not the way. He should just be here to enhance it. He should be here to fix the mistakes that Jared Goff did last year in our offense. The last 2 seasons in our offense, I should say. Because Jared Goff was bad in the last 2 seasons with the Los Angeles Rams, and all we needed was a better quarterback with that system, and we got it. But Sean McVay wanted to change the game plan. No, Matthew Stafford's here just to enhance the game plan. So get back to who you are, Sean McVay. You'll get the dub today, man. I promise you. So, yeah, man, I have the Rams winning this one today, man. I have the Rams winning this one 30-24 in Green Bay, man. And this is a rematch of the divisional round last year, so it's going to be a lot of bad blood between the two. Because there was a lot of trash talking in the game last year in the divisional round, so we'll have to see. if it's going to be any more trash talking today, which I believe it will, between Devontae Adams and Jalen Ramsey. But Rams in this one, man, 30-24, man.